victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My spot superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Jackson going to take this himself. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 3rd down, Jackson. Here's Freiermuth again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To about the 26 here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson will keep it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust, and this should be a position.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. York able to send this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
And both sides searching for adjustments.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
The drive will start with an option going left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
2nd and 11 now.
Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And Parker, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive. But right now, they need 5 yards on this third down try. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And again, it's Chubb. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Jackson. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And that's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Browns down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Chubb, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.